Hello, today I will compare two Samsung VCRs. This one is a Samsung VT4840C, and on the two VCRs the model number are not written on the front, but I know them. And the other one is my RCA VR335. And this RCA VCR has a Samsung mechanism, and recently I presented this VCR. So yeah, it has a Samsung mechanism, and this one is a Samsung. And after I will show the bottom side of this VCR, because on this VCR you can remove the bottom side, the bottom cover, to see the bottom side of the mechanism. So now I'm gonna start with this Samsung VT4840C. I'm gonna insert a tape in the VCR. It's written here, it's from 1993. So this is a pretty nice mechanism. It jammed a little bit because of this tape that was loose. Because I put a tape here so I can record on this tape. So now I'm gonna insert it in the Samsung made RCA VCR. And the cassette carriage on this VCR, I find that the cassette carriage feels more solid than in this one. Like the tape, I don't know, it feels more solid. So these VCR mechanisms, they are quite different, but I've seen that they have some similar points. So they sound similar, especially when the tape is ejected. Like I've said in my other video about this VCR, that the motor, when the tape is inserted, it turns faster than when the tape loads around the head, and it was like my Sanyo VCR, and this Samsung VCR does this too. You can see that when the tape will insert, the loading motor will turn faster. You can hear it turning faster, so we can hear that the two VCR mechanisms, they sound similar. So now I'm gonna rewind the tape with this VCR. This VCR, it is quite fast for a VCR of 1993. So I'll let it rewind to the beginning. This one is slower, but you will hear like when it stops, the motor does a similar thing. The mechanism kind of clicks for the brakes, And the way it activates the brakes, it is the same as in the two VCR. So I will show you this. So you could see on this VCR that for the brakes of the mechanism, there is this white plastic part that will move by this motor directly from these parts from the loading motor, and this will activate the brake very quickly. And it is actually the same thing in this Samsung VCR. So this Samsung VCR, it's if you remove this, which is very easy to remove, well, you can easily insert a tape, like activate the VCR without a tape. And well, you could activate it just by putting your finger here, and it activated the VCR. And you can see there is the same exact like a plastic part right there, a metal. On the VCR you can see the loading motor in action, and well, you saw there is the same kind of plastic part for the brakes. I'm going to accelerate. So it is quite fast for a VCR of this time. You can see the loading motor there. So now I'm gonna show you the bottom side of this VCR. On this VCR there is only two screws to remove on the bottom side to remove the bottom cover, which are these screws. And well, the bottom cover is just where the mechanism is, and it is not like on all the bottom, just the part where the mechanism is. Now I have removed the bottom cover of the VCR, and you can see the underneath of the mechanism, the bottom side. So it's pretty nice. There is like a sliding plate here, which is quite interesting. You can see the capstan motor, and there is the date written on this too. Here 92, and the same here. So we know that the VCR was made in 92. Oh, I just noticed, even here, there's a lot of dates in this VCR. So now let's insert the cassette. You see how it moves. It is quite special how the sliding plate moves. Quite special. This is very interesting, and this is quite usual in VCRs. This part here, like there are many VCR mechanisms that have a cam gear here, and it drives like an arm like this, and that it turns the gear is here for the tape guides. This is common in VCR mechanisms, and it's actually pretty interesting. You can see the bottom of the cam gear like through these holes. The cam gear is on the top side of the mechanism. So now let's play the tape. This idler is like quite special. There's a part inside the pulley that turns. I can block it. That is quite special. Now I'm gonna fast forward. Now the mechanism is not in the same position as when it's playing. So I think the parts that move from the loading motor for the brakes, it kind of moves this sliding plate fast. It seems that it works like this. So this is a pretty nice mechanism for the brakes. It will stop fast and it will stop well. And there, the parasite collector for the drum is here. This little arm on the drum, it is on the bottom side. Oh, this is gooey. And also the bell here, it is still good and good condition. And yeah, this arm, it removes the parasites in the screen, supposedly, because I think there are some VCRs that doesn't have this at all, and doesn't change anything. I've already removed it from one of my VCRs, and doesn't change anything to the picture. So now that's pretty much it. So goodbye.